Hello and welcome to this video. This video is going to be the next video in our video game selling series, which is just kind of a log of us selling video games. Except that we're not actually showing any of the transactions or anything, and it's been way too busy actually. There's been so many people coming here buying video games, we didn't even have time to make a video yesterday because our phone was always almost dead at like 7%. So we couldn't even film a video yesterday. So this is like day 3 and day 4. And we're actually filming this on day 5, I believe. This is in the morning on day 5. So I think our plan is still to just try to sell as many video games as we can in 7 days. So maybe we'll just do that, right? We'll just go through the games that we have here. And then what we were going to do is show how much money we have made in 30 days. No, in 4 days. It's been so busy though, right? Once you figure that out, you're gonna be like, wow, people do buy video games in 2023. We have sold so many of them. We even brought the Wii games out. So now we actually have some Wii games for sale. And we have the Xbox 360 games here. So all we're doing is just padding over them so you can maybe look and see what we have left. We did sell a lot. So there are a lot of titles here that aren't going to be shown anymore. Or I guess titles that you're not even going to know that we had. But we did sell a whole bunch of high-end video games. I think that's what most people came here for. They just came here for the games that were worth $20 and up. Especially those expensive games. The Splatterhouse games. The Splatterhouse games sold in like 2 days. We had one for the Xbox 360. And we had one for the PlayStation 3. Same with the Lollipop Chainsaw Massacre. We sold that one so quick. It was like 1 day. If you have a game that's worth $40 or more, people will come pick it up. So as well, we found a whole bunch more games. So compared to the last video, which I think is day 2 or something, we found these 3 bins of video games, and we just put them up next to the shelves, just to show that pretty much emptying these 3 bins of video games would fill up maybe like 1.5 shelves or something. So we've looked through all the video games here. Now, over the past 4 days, we've been making $1,000 per day, actually. Some big, I guess, resellers and some high-end collectors come in. So got this huge stack of $20 bills. Someone came here. They spent like $1,100. Someone came here. He spent like $675. And then he came back the next day. And then he spent $450. So he spent over $1,000. So between 2 people, luckily they were able to stop by. And between those 2 people, we made like $2,500 in sales. Plus all the other random people that come by, they might spend like, what, 300 or 200, something around there. Maybe some people spent like $60. But overall, over the 4 days, we've been selling an average of $1,000 every single day. So we're getting rid of these games. We don't need them anymore. They take up so much space. Because just imagine if you have these 3 bins, and that's only a portion of the collection. So you must have had at least like 12 bins or something. So you don't have any space for the video games, and we don't need them because we just have the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 5 pretty much. So we've been doing that. Should we end the video at like 5 minutes? We're not sure. So we do have our sorting station down here. I guess this place looks completely different than before, right? Last time we might have only had 3 shelves or something. This time, I guess we rearranged the video game store. So it's a lot easier to come in, and we got another 2 shelves up, maybe 1 or 2. We've changed this place a lot over on day 3 and 4, but it looks a lot different. So you just come in here, maybe we'll do a walk-in of the video game store. So people come here, they're like, yeah, I'm coming here to buy your video games. And they come down here, and then here's the video game store. We got video games on the left here. Then we got video games right in front of you. Then you come here, and then there's video games on this wall too. So inside here, it's just video games, video games, video games, and video games. And there's a lot of space to go back here. It's pretty spacious, so we could have like 2 people back here. I'm usually sitting here talking to them and watching them, and they're just in here picking out the video games. And maybe I'm pricing the video games over here or something. And we just sit here and we just listen to AMV music videos all day. So you have something to listen to. Maybe we'll pause the video and then be right back. Take a little break. See if we can make a 10-minute video. Alright, we're back. So, we were going to bring you to my room to just show you what we have left for like consoles and cords and controllers and pretty much like consoles and console hookups. Extra cords we have, we were trying to figure out how to get rid of those. But before we go there, the next step, I think, since we have this big, huge stack of money here, and we probably sold maybe half of the games, maybe about half. We didn't even sell half of the games, I think. But since we have sold so many of the games, and they're running pretty low by the looks of it, the next step was maybe we could take all these $2 games that we have here, maybe put all the $2 games in one single lot, and then just sell all the games for $1 each, right? So there are some good titles, I guess, right? There's not really any sports or anything, except maybe down here. Sometimes people do look for sports, though. But we don't really have any sports here in this place. Yeah, so we go through here, find out these games are worth like $2, so we'd add them to the lot. And then eventually, we would just be however many games there are. If it was like selling 100 video games for $100, just to sell them at $1 each. And then the next step would be the $10 games. So I guess the games that were like $10 before, maybe we could put them in a different lot and be like $3 to $4 a game, something like that. Maybe it's like 100 games for $400. If we just put titles that are worth like $10 or more, $4 a game, I guess that would make sense. So we could get rid of those, and then after that, the only thing that would be left would be the games that are worth more than $10. And then we could put those games in a different lot. It's like selling all these games all together. Or I'm not 100% sure. We'll figure that out. Alright, so let's go check out the room then, right? So we still have this place set up. People just come here, down here, they look through video games, pick out a whole bunch, and then they give me money, and then they take the video games out of the house so we can get some more space back in the house. And then we just sit here and listen to music videos. So we're not just sitting here looking in silence all day. So that's a good thing. Alright, so I guess before we go look at the consoles and cords and everything, we'll just look at the listing, how we've been selling these games so quick. So if we go here, it says pick up at our city selling lots of PS2, PS3, Xbox 360 games. And we updated our listing after we sold a whole bunch. So this is the current pictures of what we have. Said we had a lot of games sold, so I updated the pictures and added Wii games. Pictures show the remaining games left, price ranges of them, $2 to $5. There are also a lot of games sell for only $10 or more, but it'll be about 50% off eBay plus shipping sorted by lowest. So if it would be $20 to have it shipped to you, we'd sell it for $10. If it would cost you $40, we would sell it for 20. And if games over $50, we might sell it for a little bit less than that, right? So if it's 50, we might sell it for 30 instead of $25. And if it's worth 60, we might sell it for 40 instead of $30. Just because it's a more expensive item and it's a more premium item, I guess. You don't have to give 50%. But I guess this would be our price ranges if you're wondering how do you price your video games when you sell them. Pretty much 50% off whatever the online prices are. And then people come and buy them super quick. So we have a listing. Here's what our listing is. So on Facebook, you can have 10 different pictures. So we had to figure out how to fit all of the games that we showed you downstairs into 10 different pictures. So we go through here, we just have 10 different pictures showing all the games that are available at the moment. So we just go through here, Xbox 360, and then the Xbox games, and then the PS3 games here, right? There's 3 pages of PS3 games. And we had to get the PlayStation 2 games in 2 pictures to be able to fit the Wii games on there. So we have 10 pictures out of 10 pictures on here. So people can just look through every single game that we have here, look through here, and see what we actually have left for sale at the moment. And then the new Wii games. So you found the Wii games inside those bids that we showed you, right? Those 3 big bids. There was a whole bunch of Wii games in one of those bids. So now we have Wii games for sale as well. So besides that, there we go. So that's how we've been selling all of these games so quick. Just as long as we can get rid of them. And then what we do have left is just some video game consoles here. So we have the Wii consoles, the PlayStation 1 consoles, PlayStation 2 consoles, and the Xbox 360 consoles, and the GameCube consoles. Pretty much just selling all these consoles we don't need. We do have some other special edition 360 and a special edition Xbox. So we'd have to sell those separately, I think. But besides those, we have a bunch of controllers here, right? So we have controllers that we can sell, and then we have original Xbox controllers we can sell, and a bunch of cords here, which would be hookups, like power cords and TV cables. Then we just have this here. So we have Wii power blocks, Wii TV cables, Wii nunchucks, maybe some Wii remotes, and the GameCube. So this is just all power boxes. We have 2 GameCube power boxes. We have like 8 or 10 Wii power boxes. We have like 7 Xbox 360 power boxes. And then we'll also have to figure out what to do with these loose discs here. So besides all the other games that we have in the cases, we have all these loose game discs that we have to figure out what to do with as well. So that was about it. Because this is the room at the moment, right? So this is the bedroom, which is pretty much just a storage area for everything that isn't a video game. So we have some random games up there that we have to move over. And then just random things up on the walls. And over here, it's just the floor. And then just whatever boxes of random things that we have to get rid of. And then just some random things up on the shelves, like a Super Nintendo Super Scope, maybe. GameCube, the consoles and the cords that are Nintendo Switch collection. Wii U console. We might think about selling the Wii U console if we don't need it at the moment. And then just some random things. And this is our bed at the moment. So our bed is just full of these cables here, and we can't sleep here because all these empty boxes. It's pretty much what we do. We throw these empty boxes over here, throw all the empty boxes, add them to the pile, that gives us access to our bed, and then we can sleep here. And then when we wake up, we have to get this big sort a bunch of empty boxes, throw them back on the bed, and then that gives us space to work here. So, so between day and night, these empty boxes move from on the bed to over here, which actually gives us a little place to sleep. So that's it at the moment. So we got a room tour. It's just a bunch of boxes of random things and empty cardboard boxes. I guess video game consoles and cords and everything. Oh, yeah, because we do know somebody that buys, trades, and sells used video game consoles. So we're going to ask him. We sent him a message. We're like, we've been selling our video games, but we have a whole bunch of video game consoles and video game cords. Would you be interested? And he said maybe he would be interested. So I guess as long as we know somebody that buys, trades, and sells video game consoles, maybe he could take all the cords. And if he doesn't, maybe we could just post them as like a lot. We got a whole bunch of video game consoles, a whole bunch of video game hookups and cords and controllers for a bulk price for all of them. Something like that. So that's this video. It's already like 16 minutes long already. So we'll see. Maybe let's go to the store or something. Should we make it a longer 20-minute video? We don't know. Alright. So we'll probably go downstairs for a few minutes. But in our Facebook Marketplace, we'll just explain that we marked our old items as sold. So if you have something on the Marketplace, you would go here. You click mark as sold if you're not selling it anymore. And then we moved everything to a new listing, right? So before we were selling 24 PS3 games for $60, 24 Xbox 3 games, 25 original Xbox games. You have to pick them all up. And then we transitioned to just this one listing here, which is the new one, right? So it just contains everything from the other ones. So we mark the other ones as sold. And then we just have one active listing here. PS2, PS3, Xbox, Xbox 360, Wii games for sale, various prices, $5. 77 listings. And if we go here, you can see your listing dashboard. We have a 5-star seller rating. And 2 active listings, 20 plus sold out. So there we go. Oh, the highlights, right? We can see how many people are looking at it, right? So our listings have had 1,623 views in 4 days. And we had 43 listing saves, 4 listing shares, 3 commerce profile saves. So this listing saves, it was only that 28 yesterday. And then it jumped all the way up to 43. So we weren't having too many listing saves. We had a few listing saves with the other ones. I guess listing saves is a bit inflated maybe because maybe people went to all of the listings and then saved all of the listings. But that's all right. But it still went from 28 up to 43 since we disabled the other one. So I guess maybe they found this new listing and then they wanted to save it. So there's what that looks like. All right. So we're back down in the basement. So we'll just make it like a 20-minute video then, right? So basically all that we've been doing the past 4 days is just sitting down here. We don't have to sort them. We don't have to price them or anything. People just come here and then they pick out games and then we price them at that point. So we started trying to price them and it was going to take way too long to price them. Like, we're not going to sit here and reprice every single game again. So that's pretty much all that we do here. We just sit here, listen to music videos, wait for a Facebook message to come. So we haven't hooked up to our phone. So if anybody messages us to ask about anything, we just have to go to our messenger on our phone and then just reply to them. And we just sit here and talk to people on Facebook all day. That's it. Sit here, wait for Facebook messages, and then reply to them. And then eventually people come and stop by. Yes, we'll end the video. So here's the video game store, right? Here's where we'll end the video. So they just come in here. There's music videos playing, and then when they come in, there's video games all around them everywhere. So that's the main concept of the video game store down in the basement, to sell video games on Facebook, to eventually try to get rid of all of them. Which I think we could do it, right? Maybe we could sell every single game within 7 days and maybe make $7,000. I don't know if we get $7,000 for these, right? These probably isn't too many good titles left anymore. No, I guess there is a bunch of decent titles. Plus all the cords and consoles and everything. Maybe we could get $7,000 in 7 days. That'd be a goal for this series, right? Because we've done 4,000 in 4 days. But I think it's going to slow down a bit, right? We don't have as many people messaging us. So it's probably going to slow down. It's not going to be the same rate. But we'll see how many video games we can sell in 7 days anyways. I think that's the main concept of this series at the moment. So there we go. We'll end the video. 21 minutes, 20 seconds.